We're not going to answer the question about Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. You've got his number, and some of you talk to him, call him. I'm not responsible for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. 90% of the people who were here, who expected to be here, are here. That's what matters. Whoever is not here was not supposed to be here from the beginning. So you are not going to reduce this organization to some individual without him. He's not here. I heard people say he's here, he's doing this. He's not here. He's not here. And it's not our interest to entertain such nonsense. It's not our interest. We're dealing with political issues here, not egoism, not people who think they are bigger than this organization. It will show them once again that it's bigger than all of them. So we as a matter of principle, SG and policy position, we're no longer going to answer any nonsense about Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Never. When a journalist asks you that question, you must say, ask another question. You can be smarter than that. Ask something else. This matter is closed. You can talk about it amongst yourselves, but don't bring it to us. We were refusing that. Don't do that. Don't reduce the whole ideological political report to Sunday world gossip, because that's what they thrive on. And we know what is the relationship of Sunday world, its owners and Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. We don't want to talk about it. Don't push us. Don't push us. We know Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's friendship with the owner of Sunday World. And by that extension, we know his relationship with Sunday World.
No, he's not, but we're going to ask him respectfully so. And you know, Samuel, once we say respectfully so, that's a base. We can't go beyond that. We're not going to reduce our conference to an individual. We're here now on the third NPA. And this NPA is going to prove that no one is bigger than this organization.
This place that is wrong. Honorable.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to another epic episode. I am your host, Sabelo Zuma, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Today, I want us to talk about a very different topic in nature. I want us to talk about what led the breakdown, the breakaway, and the separation between the EFF leaders, talking about the CIC, Julius Malema, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, and Floyd Shivambu. Because at first, this was a very strong tech team, and they represented something in terms of building the EFF to be the giant that it is, right? So if you are interested, please stick around so that you'll hear more about what led to a breakaway, what led these leaders to fight. Please don't forget, you can hit the subscribe button, you can leave a comment on the section below, and you can press the super thanks button just to support this channel, so that the YouTube algorithm will just take it to as many people as possible. So the nature that I want us to talk about is the nature of characters between these three leaders that I just spoke about. So there was a character dysfunction, there was a character breakdown, there was a character separation. You know, when they first came to the game, you will tell how Mbuyiseni Ndlozi loves the CIC. Just watch this video.
In saying, in terms of principle, in terms of ethic, in terms of approach, Julius Malema has remained spotless. And all that's changed is President Jacob Zuma. The same Julius Malema who was called into court over SARS, the same Julius Malema over his SARS bill, for example. And I know he spoke with that about it being used as a political kind of, maneuver. But there are issues around that empirically, regardless of the political context. The same Malema who's, noted for his Heineken drinking and his Chivas Regal and his Breitling watch, is that the same Julius Malema who hasn't changed and who now leads your party, which you say holds the key to South Africa's economic future?
Absolutely. I mean, that everything that you've said doesn't provide a counter-argument for a person that can successfully lead industrialization, expropriation of land, that can be faithful to the Constitution, that will be able to lead in constant consultation with the people of South Africa, that will bring everybody on board. Heineken, really? I mean, President Mbeki drinks, we know it's one of the empirical things. He smokes a pipe. President Mbeki used to wear Louis Vuitton or some other label. I mean, what does it mean? It means nothing. Is that a counter argument to leadership? No. President Mandela used to have designer suits. He would go to a designer to design a proper suit cut properly fit for him. You're being petty. You're playing in the same narrative of people who are unable to raise their eyes and say, you have violated the law in this way. And no one has been able to prove what law he broke. And when they are unable to, they start putting a price tag on the food that he eats. I'm saying to you, he's still the same man and more braver than all the people in the ANC.
Do you hear how he speaks about the man, right? This man admires the CIC. He loves the CIC. But unfortunately, there was a breakdown in their relationship. And Floyd Shivambu has so many things to do with this breakdown, because Mbuyiseni Ndlozi had to take a side, whether he will be following Julius Malema or he will be following Floyd Shivambu. So when the breakdown, the tumult happened between Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu, that as an effect also affected Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's relationship with the CIC. Because there's something that has caused Mbuyiseni Ndlozi not to be that follower of the CIC in the EFF, but decided to become the best man for Floyd Shivambu. That's why Floyd Shivambu said this.
Like in a true sense of brotherhood. My relationship with Mbuyiseni is not political relationship in J. It's a brotherhood relationship which has been there for more than 20 years now. So like, you can imagine that he is not 40 yet, and I'm just 41 years old now. So if we have had the relationship for 20 years and a very trusting relationship, he's my brother, but he holds his own political views in terms of how we should handle some of these issues.
So now we know, we have the background that the person that Mbuyiseni Ndlozi ended up to be closed with was Floyd Shivambu. You heard how the man described him. He says that their relationship is that of a brotherhood, and their relationship is very close like that. And he has described his relationship with the CIC as a gangster relationship that was not brotherhood. And Julius Malema, you heard him responding that your former deputy president is saying that you had a gangster relationship. Floyd had declared exit, shows that the war is big now inside there. So what has happened? So we know that Floyd claims the entitlement of being the genius and the mastermind behind the EFF constitution, set up in many things in the EFF. But Floyd always remained the second best in the EFF. And now there were rumors that there's a plan to ask him and to put a person like Mbuyiseni Ndlozi to become the deputy president. Obvious others were gunning for Gadi so that he takes the position. So there were those in fighting. And now Floyd ended up not being recognized in the EFF, especially about the contribution that he has made. That is why every time when he's been asked about the EFF, he will always refer to say, I was the brain behind that political party. There's a saying in Zulu that says, umbeki wenkosi akabusi. So it was like the brains behind many things is Floyd, but now the person who's taking all the glory is Julius Malema. Imagine being the deputy for 10 years. And let's say now he was still part of the EFF. He would have been a deputy for 15 years. It means he will always be the second best. So now for him to advance in his political career, it's either he will remain being a deputy, but the fighters, the delegates can vote him out. It means that he will end up getting another lower position, or he will need to move away from the EFF because to him it does not longer represent the value of growth. It does not see it as a political vehicle to bring change. That is why he will say that the outcome of the EFF shows that 91% of the people, they don't believe in it. So it is stagnant, according to Floyd. It is not growing, but it is just constant and maybe decreasing in support. So he didn't see any future. He didn't see his future there anymore. So he decided to join, according to him, the progressive move, which is Umkhonto we Sizwe, according to Floyd. Right. So now this led to now affect Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's position, because now he is close with Floyd Shivambu. He's no longer close with Julius Malema. So I want us to talk about the nature of why Mbuyiseni Ndlozi had a breakdown relationship with the CIC. Is because of how the CIC has treated Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Let us watch this video.
Andla! That's my word.
You've seen the videos, you've seen how Julius Malema treated Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi was treated like he was a boy. That's why in parliament they called him the ice boy. Look at this video.
Misbehave, we deduct from their salaries until they cannot pay their Gucci accounts, and they cannot pay their expensive German vehicles, and they cannot pay
Honorable members.
Point of order.
But you have spent 90% now talking about the EFF. You know why? Because the EFF is parliament. There's no point of order there, Honorable Ndlozi. Point of order.
Can we make a humble request, House Chairperson? That ice boy has been given an opportunity to speak. He must go and pick up ice from Malema and not disrupt parliament. We can't be told by ice boys here.
Honorable member.
We can't be told by ice boys.
Order.
His responsibility is to pick up ice for Julius whiskey. When Julius wants whiskey, he goes one goes. So we can't be told by the ice boy. And ice boy was given a chance here.
Government minister cannot deliberately mislead the House. There is no sovereign wealth fund in this country. You must withdraw. There's no such a thing. At this stage where you are, it's not those talks by the streets you are having. You must speak facts on behalf of a government. There's no sovereign wealth fund in this country. You must withdraw. Take us serious here.
Honourable Minister, can you please proceed?
Your peers, you always talk about education, Honorable Ndlozi. Your peers are delivering papers while you are ice boy here being sent around. Must not come to me.
So what the parliamentarians are accusing Mbuyiseni Ndlozi to be is because they saw something on how he treats Julius Malema and how Julius Malema treats him. You've seen the video. The water bottle is here, just fingers away from the hand of Julius Malema. But he wants publicly, remember this is public, there are cameras, there are EFF fighters. He wants Mbuyiseni Ndlozi to give him, because he wants to show that he is in authority and everyone must succumb to his rulership. Shows him the bottle, and now he elbows him and tells him that open it. And he opens it and he said, give it to me. And he gives it to him. Then he continues to take a sip. But now one thing I want to say, that was not only the video of Julius Malema pushing Mbuyiseni Ndlozi to give him water or or a cup that has maybe a drink on it or ice on it. That's why he was called the ice boy, because people saw something that, no, this man, he's a servant, he's saving Julius Malema. So today, let me put it on record that the only person here who was betrayed is not the CIC, is Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. The CIC is the one who betrayed Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Remember when the EFF had the rally? You've seen the video. I've played the video. When the EFF had the rally, when the CIC was about to enter the stadium and he came running with the crowd, while Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is having a very civil conversation with Marshal Dlamini. So as they are talking, Julius ignores all that talk that this man is having a conversation with man to man with another fighter, but he comes and he pushes him. So you've seen the video. What's your take? Are you saying that was a right push? Why did he not pass or just tap just on his shoulder and pass? He would have followed and ran after him. But the way he pushes him, it shows that the CIC had no respect for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi or whatsoever. Even other videos, you'll see them on the internet. And what is so bad is that this behavior of the CIC does not only happen to Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, it has happened to a lot of people in the public platform. So the CIC has the tendency of treating his people very bad, even on the public platform. So I say today, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is the one who was betrayed by the CIC, because when Mbuyiseni Ndlozi stood ground and he started now to build his political career and show to be a force to be reckoned with, the CIC became jealous of him and the CIC blocked him after Mbuyiseni Ndlozi had said this.
Sisulu himself never became the president of the ANC. But he was not intimidated to go and recruit talent that was better than him. When not the talent that is better than you block the gate. Because it must be about you. So Walter Sisulu recruited Mande. They even call him their mentor. Sometimes your talent is precisely that. You know how to bring the best of the best into the fold. It does not automatically translate into positions. Because leadership is not quite the position. Position ya upalla babang balena realifa zianketa 3 years of all we are doing is you want us to sing leadership itumela. That's when you are a leader. Ufunhlala ngaphambili. Never ever subject or accept the cultures of leading that boost individual egos. Let us lose ourselves, comrades, to the struggle. Let us do the dirty job all the time. Let us be humble like that. Leadership is the person who sets up the tables, who arrives first and takes out, makes sure the chairs are here. That's leadership. It's service. Leadership is not arriving, or you may think maybe us when we arrived here was when we were coming in when you were here. No, we know how these tables were put. We know how many chairs are in here. We're the ones that tested the sound. We're the ones that put everything with our bare hands. Leadership is service. If all of us arrive like an occasion in the EFF, nobody's going to serve. So there won't be chairs. They won't even know where to sit. Leadership is service. Leadership is that person who arrives first and leaves last, because they are serving. You must pour the water. You must clean after. That's leadership.
So that was not warmly welcomed by the CIC. He had to take action. He needs to stop this one because he's becoming an influence in the FF. And Ndlozi was stopped to be nowhere in the conference or in the people who will be elected, while the branches and the members on the ground were calling for his name. And the CIC ignored that. Just look at him with Marshall Dlamini, at how they responded when the journalists kept on insisting on the whereabouts of Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Him and the CIC and Marshall Dlamini showed another behavior that was so very anti friendship, anti Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. They were so, you can tell that they are getting annoyed with this, even saying that there is no one who is bigger than a position, and making it very clear that the leaders are here. If you are not here, you are not part of this. So what would you have expected Mbuyiseni Ndlozi to do? Because already there was a relationship breakdown. The relationship between them is not good. That is why the CIC was complaining that you failed even to defend the organization. So now, on a public platform, while Mbuyiseni said nothing, the CIC was busy bashing it. The signs were there. They did give us signs to say there's something happening to these leaders, but they were so smart about it. They never came to the public to announce that there's something happening. There are infights in the EFF leadership. So a lot has happened. So what do you think about this? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? It's fine. Leave it on the section, on the comments in the section below. And you can press the super thanks button if you learn something about this video. And you can leave your subscription until we meet again on the next video. And I'm out.